Good morning, everybody. That's the wrong screen. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to your daily Bitcoin update. We'll do some sort of an end of the week update. We'll talk about what's going on. We'll talk about the possibilities today, because Friday, as most of you know, especially the Friday before the days we're getting, because we're entering, we're fully entering the holiday season, can be quite volatile. And the volume right now for Bitcoin is actually still relatively high. It has dropped down quite a bit already, but it's still quite high. So the higher the volume, the less volatility we're going to get. But there are some reasons why I still expect quite a bit of volatility. All right, so we'll talk about that. In general, I'm fairly neutral on Bitcoin. All right, I can definitely see reasons why we would have a bullish breakout and why we would rally higher. And I've talked about that before. I mean, most of you know. Fundamentally, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, right? With the ETF coming up, even though the ETF we might have already had most moves before that, it's still good news. And then after that, we'll get the Bitcoin halving. So there's still in the next few months, there's enough bullish fundamental things happening to justify a rally from here. But then on the other hand, right now, market-wide, looking at the funding rates are super high, all right? Which means that if you're in a long position, you're paying quite a bit to hold it open, all right? And 0.03%, which is kind of the market average right now, a little bit higher even, but that's not too much. But if you have a lot of money, then that's quite a lot of money, all right? So then the big position holders, the big long position holders, might be incentivized to close their longs for now. And what happens if you close your long? You sell the underlying asset, all right? And apart from that, we also have Christmas coming up. This is the last working day of the week before Christmas. Big position holders again could choose to close their positions, and most people with a lot of money, I think, are long right now. So that's the main argument in my eyes for a drop. Now, the situation right now for Bitcoin is still the same as it was yesterday, technically, all right? Because what I told you yesterday is that Bitcoin really was stuck in this very minor range, which we have been in already. After we made those new highs the 6th of December, we also got into this range, which is kind of between, you can draw it in different ways. I mean, let's keep it simple and say it's between 43,000 and 44,500. And purely technically, and as a trader, I'm preparing for the worst, to be honest, because I have a little bit of a bearish bias. Just traumatized by all of the drops we got in the last year. But technically, I'm just waiting for a breakout, because if Bitcoin is able to break above 44,500 and it's able to really break out, so hold that as support afterwards, that's massive, right? And then 47,000 is definitely a possibility. And you could also argue that in the low liquidity times of Christmas, this might actually be easier, all right? Because we also, I'm not sure when it was again, but I think right here the volume was also very low, and then we made new highs. So something like that is a possibility if we break out above 44,500. But the moment Bitcoin breaks down below this level right here at 43,000, that's a major bearish breakout. Then it's actually quite likely we'll drop down all the way to 41,000 again. And like I said, I mean, personally with my trading, I'm actually preparing more for this scenario, all right? I'm still in a couple of long positions, but they're pretty much all risk-free. So yeah, I'm going to have to say that I think this is most likely. Even though purely technically, I mean, if you look at Bitcoin right now, in terms of open interest, it's not that bad. Open interest is still up pretty high, but that also means that that there's a lot of positions paying funding fees. So, yeah, no, I'm fairly neutral. All right, that's just the way it is. I mean, I would have loved to tell you I think it's going to break out or it's going to break down, but honestly, I think it's a bit more likely we'll break down from here. But it's hard to say. All right, and those are my honest and last words. If you do have any questions, anything, let me know down in the comments. There you can also find more info on my premium and signal group if you want to become a better trader and make some money, but that's up to you. For now, thank you for watching. Have a great holidays in advance. I'll still tell you in the next few days. I'll still keep making videos, I think. But yeah, thank you and bye.